Yeah, fine. Hi, Rajesh. Hello.
Hello, Rajesh. Hi, Kartik.
Hello.
Hi, madam. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, we are good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing good. Sorry for the delay. I was stuck in traffic. That's the reason I couldn't come on time. So, are you able to view my screen?
Yes.
All right. So, like, we will start the session today by, I'll just give you a introduction, like I'll show what are the features are available, and I'll tell you what is the architecture and all. Just brief introduction we will start, so that tomorrow you can install and you can, like, you also just view how Tableau looks and all, so that we can start up the sessions and we can complete the syllabus. So now, yeah, is this visible for you? Good enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. So morning, like in the last session we discussed like what is report and how to build report, and what is the importance of building reports, and like how we will get the data. So even a Tableau architecture is built in a way that, so we'll be getting the data from the data warehouses, data marts, files and cubes. So data warehouse is all, like where we store the data, and data marts is like it's also kind of a server where the data is stored, and files and cubes. So cubes is also one kind of data server source, and files is like maybe an Excel file, maybe a XSM file, maybe an Access file. So these kind of data is stored. So in order to connect, we have to connect through some connectors. So using Tableau desktop, we will connect to data warehouse using SQL connector, and data marts and files using MDX connectors we will connect, and for cubes it's a data engine. So these are the this is the main interface, Tableau interface, how the data connection goes. And next comes, what is the backend process? What I'm doing, I'm just selecting my whatever I want, selecting my particular database, clicking on that, and just I'm just giving the username and password. I'm just connecting to it. So in Tableau, what is the backend process which is happening? That is SQL compiler. So SQL compiler is a process where Tableau has been designed using SQL compiler. So SQL compiler is designed on this one, drag and drop. Ajax query. So SQL is mainly useful. Whatever drag and drop features are available in Tableau, that is mostly that is mostly done through SQL compiler. So next, once you build a report, so now you will connect to data warehouse, and using drag and drop feasibility, you will develop a report, and then comes into picture user interface. So rather you can publish onto the server, or you can prepare a dashboard, and you can share the dashboards. So these are the way. This is the main architecture of Tableau. So we will connect to the data sources, we will get the data, and we will develop a report using this SQL process, and then we will share the data using user interface. So do you have any doubts, Rajesh and Krishna?
No.
Did you understand, like, what is the main point and what is the architecture?
Yeah.
Fine. Good. That's good. So you are writing this note or anything like that? You maintaining
No.
any copy of note or anything?
No, you will start.
Yeah, just make a note of, I'll also give you a notes, like while in the sessions itself I'll give you the notes, that is like just not a point to point, just a brief introduction kind of thing. You can just make a note so that it would be useful for you whenever you want to learn. Just you can view the like whatever you have written, just you can view and you can recognize or recollect whatever happened in that particular session. Just grab a pen and paper
Okay.
handy and just write what are, these are important, which are very important, and this will be like interview point of view. They will ask definitely in any interview, Tableau interviews, they will definitely ask you what is Tableau architecture, how the data you will connect, and so that's the reason. Alright, so now here you can see interactive queries to the databases and leverage IP policies for security, avoids data clips and all, so ensures fresh data results value. So these are the like Tableau features which are available. These are the Tableau features which are available, and as I told you in the morning, Tableau is an in-memory tool. Whatever data you will develop, that can be stored in our laptop, and then you can publish onto the server. So, and this does not require very huge space also. Maximum a small 1 or 2 GB is more than enough once you run a download the software. And just 64-bit or 32-bit version is also good. But I recommend 64-bit because it will avoid runtime errors. Whenever we are running any dashboard or whenever we are working on a particular dashboard, so we can avoid errors on that particular dashboard. So this is what a Tableau architecture is. So now we will see how our Tableau looks like. This is 8.2 version, this is a 32-bit. So once you download, you will be knowing here itself. So So now this is my, whenever I click on my Tableau icon, I will directly route to this particular page. So now here we have two windows. These are the workbooks, and here we have connect to data directly. We can connect from here, or else, and Tableau has given some data for to work, so that users can work and understand the data, and they have given different kinds of data like access files, extract and Excel. These are the different kinds of data where we can, these are the inbuilt data which are there in Tableau currently. They will provide you this data once you install the data. So now these are the data, and yeah, these are my previous workbooks which I worked on. So now if I click on connect to data, here it will ask what is my data, whether you want a Tableau data extract. Means what do you mean by extract? I'll tell you in further classes. Now it will be too early to tell you what is an extract. So, and MS Access files and Microsoft Excel, any text file, or you want to import any workbook. So these are the different kinds of files, like a flat file we can say. Now coming to the server, like whenever you want to connect to a server, and get the data on live from a live database, we will connect to that particular server. So these are the databases which Tableau has provided, and we can connect to this particular databases. So we have this facility. Now, as I have already like data, so this is my window looks like, how a Tableau window looks like. So here on left hand side we have all the like these are the charts which we can develop on Tableau, and this area is called as worksheet area. These are called worksheets, and this is worksheet area, and whatever row value and column value we will take from a particular table. So now in this is called a row, this is called a row, and this is called a column. So according to that, it's up to our wish, whatever values we want to take, we will take, and we will generate a report. And these are called the dimension window, and this is called a measures window. And what is a dimension window? Like dimension window is like dimension values. Dimension values are non-calculatable values. It means that the values which are not used for calculation, like my name, your name, any name of a particular product, will go to the dimensions window. And each window here we can see dimension, a particular space is there, for measures a particular space is there, and we have, so these are called as cards, mark cards. In Tableau these are called as mark cards. So now here I have connect to data. Let's see what will happen if I click on connect to data. When I clicked on connect to data, it came to the page where we can connect to the data. And we have one more option also. Here there is a cylindrical button. If I click there also, it will come here. No, I don't want to come here. I directly want to go to home. I'll drag this down. Okay. Here there is a home button. Now if I click on home, my window automatically comes to the home button. And now if I click coffee chain data source, now it will get the data. And yes. Now you can see automatically Tableau has categorized the values based on the row names and column names. So now if you see product type, market size, value, and state, these are like non-calculatable values. And if you see, like all numbers and calculatable values will come under measures. So a question arises, 1, 2, 3 dates. Sometimes what will happen, these also will come under to the measure shelf. So what we can do, we can right click on that and you can convert to dimension. So that value will be converted to dimension. If I want to convert it to measure, click on that, convert it to measure. So this is what like how we will suppose I have now I want to view the data of this particular access file. Just right click on that in data window and click on view data. Now see, this is, we have 4248 rows in this particular sheet. See, this is the data, and we have a date, we have area code, and we have a market size for particular product, and we have sales of that particular product. So this is how we like the data looks, and see how big our data is. So this is the sample data which we have currently for 4000 changed rows. But we will not use every time all the values. We will use limited values according to the requirement. We will be using the data. And here we have like normal Excel, some of the shortcuts are same. Here also I will let you know what are the shortcuts and all. So now if you click on file, it will ask, okay, if you want to open a new workbook or you want to close, save as, and you want to export a package. I'll tell you what is export a package workbook. And suppose you are copying this sheet and you want to paste the same, Control V. And if you want to import to any other workbook, you have copied and you want to import workbook. And if you want to print it, if you want to print a particular sheet, whatever you have created, we can do. Like in normal Excel or any form, whatever we do, the same way. And here also we can connect to the data, and if you copy any data, we can copy. So now what is refresh all extracts? So now I'll tell you what is an extract. So an extract comes into picture whenever I connect to a live database, that is called live connection, which will impact Tableau performance. Because so now I am connecting to the live database. What will happen? It will take 10 seconds to connect to that particular database, 10 seconds to retrieve the data, and 10 seconds to showcase the data on a particular window. So it will overall the time taking procedure is of 30 seconds. So to avoid this, what I'll do, I'll save that data. I will extract the data from a particular data source and I will save that data on my laptop. Now what I'll do, I'll directly get the data from my which is stored in my laptop, which is there in my memory. Now I will connect to that particular data. So and I will get the data. Now what happens, suddenly the values are changed. Like I added one more column. So then what I will do is just go to data and refresh all extracts. So in this way we can refresh the data. And if sometimes as we are not as we don't use the licensed version, sometimes it may ask you to close the Tableau window and open it. Sometimes the refresh option will not work. Then the data will be refreshed, but it will not show onto the tables. So that is when you face a problem. So better once any columns are added to any particular data, just refresh here and just close the window and open the window once again. That's it. And worksheet. If you want to create a new worksheet, that means here, these are the worksheets. Here we create worksheets. So for that you can use Control M to create a worksheet, or else just click here a small add icon. So if you want to create a new worksheet, copy, export. So suppose the data is in the form of pie chart, and I want the data of that particular pie chart in the form of table or in the form of Excel. Normally Excel is called as Excel data is called as cross-tab data in Tableau. So what I want to do is, suppose I have developed a pie chart and I want the data in the form of Excel. So what I can do, no need to write any query for that. Just go to export and click on cross-tab to Excel. It will directly dump the data in the form of Excel. And if you want to clear any sheet or any format issues or access ranges like x-axis, y-axis, any filter we have, everything we can do in the worksheet itself. In the later sessions I will tell you what is actions and what is tooltip. And show title, show caption, show summary, show cards. These show cards are like whatever cards I told you, right? Each section here is called as a show card. Now just if I want to hide it, just hide card. So now I want these cards to be enabled once again. Now show cards, just enable here. Show cards, filter show. So you can just change the order. Just right click on that, select your cursor and change the positions where we want, we can change. So show title, whatever title if we are giving, suppose this is sheet 4, right? I want to change it blank sheet. I will leave it as blank. Blank. Just it will give the name for that particular sheet. And I want to write here also, just double click on that, just write blank. And now I want to show caption. If any caption is there, suppose I'm selecting a chart and I'm creating a chart, and for that particular chart I want to show some caption here. We no need to write manually for that. Just click on show caption. It will, Tableau itself will show the background, it will calculate the background values and it will come up with a caption. And show summary. Here in the right hand side we will get a summary option, like what data we have taken, what kind of data is, how many columns the data contain, and how many columns or rows which we used in this particular window, and all. It will show all the values. So, and like zoom control is like show, however, like hide. If you want to hide anything, you can. So these are things. So any updates, like auto update worksheet. Suppose if I do any changes in this particular worksheet, and it should also reflect when I'm working on this particular worksheet, when I publish or when I do any changes, it should automatically update. So that is like auto updates. We will not change that because we want the data to be changed on real-time basis. So we will not do any changes to that. And next comes to the dashboard, which is a very important and creative part of Tableau, where we can showcase the worksheets, whatever we have created in a dashboard. So in order to create a dashboard, just select the this is a window button. So here is a dashboard place where you need to drag and drop the worksheets, whatever you have, like whatever we have created. Like, do you have any doubts, Rajesh and Krishna?
No.
Is that fine? Am I too fast? If you have any doubts, just stop me there. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And here for dashboard also we have format, like if you want to color your dashboard, or if you want to copy an image or export an image, if you want to clear a dashboard, we can clear. Show title we have for dashboard also. Actions are like, as I told you, I will tell you in the later sessions what are actions and what is the functions. And this is a new feature which has been introduced in the latest version of 8.2 version, story. So what is the story? I will tell you in depth once we start the sessions. And analysis. Analysis, by the name itself we can understand that what kind of any calculation, sum, total, percentages, these all can be done automatically without giving any formula or anything. Just select the data, drag and drop your data, select analysis, give percentage. If you want totals, okay fine, I want column grand total, I have given. And forecasting. Forecasting is also very wonderful and beautiful feature. It will forecast the future data. See, suppose I am giving a data which is of 2010, 11, 12. So it will forecast the data and it will showcase the data. So just give me one moment, Rajesh. Just 1 second. I'll just drink some water. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Sorry. Is it Rajesh?
Yes.
Or Janavati?
I'm Rajesh here.
Oh, thank you, Raj. Yeah, fine. Sorry for the disturbance. So where we stopped, like creating dashboard and all. So dashboard, there's a main and important feature where we will create all the analysis and that. So now next comes like analysis. We can forecast the data. Suppose I have 2010, 2011 and 2012 data with me, and I want to know my future sales of next 3 years or 4 years, how my data will, like how my sales and profit will be. So Tableau has a wonderful feature where just it will, according to the present data, whatever data it consists of, it will forecast. It will forecast like a weather analysis. Suppose it will be kind of any analysis. Forecasting is like it will it will give the future values. So it will forecast and it will show, okay, so this particular value you can expect this much profit at this particular time. In this quarter you may expect this. That doesn't mean that it will be true. It's just an analysis. And trend lines. Like trend lines is like it will show the trend, how the graph is going on and how like what is an increase, if there is any decrease. It's like a graph. It's a normal graph, but it will take all the median values of that particular product and it will show the values. And there are some special values. If there are any special values in the worksheet, whatever we are working, you can show or hide those values. And table layout, like now see, now show field labels, and those are like unchecked because our data is not yet, we haven't taken any data. So that's the reason. Next comes legends, like color legend. And what kind of colors you want to use, you can select the colors from here itself. And shape, what kind of shapes we have. Tableau have different kind of shapes. So here I can click on shapes, and here I have a list of shapes where I can use the shapes, or if you want to get any new shape or any new image which you want to use on Tableau, for that we can get, what we have to do is, for that we have to create a folder of images and save that in a Tableau repository and refresh it, close your Tableau window and save it, so that those images will reflect here in this drop down, so we can use that data. Now, and here is a colors legend. Here we have colors. What kind of color, according to our wish, we can choose. And we have more colors also, like RPG. Whatever we want, we can choose the color type. And apart from this, if we want any other new color or new feature in the color, if you want to include that particular colors onto the Tableau window, for that we have to write a HTML query. Like every color has its own code. See, now here it is showing red is 105, green is 105, blue is 105. So once I mix these colors only, I'll be getting some color. So for like that, we have each and every color has its own recognition code. So we have to first know the codes, and then we can save that in the form of HTML format, and we can save it in our Tableau repository. And I'll tell you what is Tableau repository. So this is my Tableau repository. So whatever data is there, that will be saved in the Tableau repository. So we have bookmarks, data sources. What are the data sources which we are using currently? These are the data sources. And it's like any features that you want extra, those data are also available. So as I told you, like any data you want, any city data, like these are the like TDS files, like wherein if we want, we can use that. And these are the logs. A backend script, there is a script as I said to you. So these are the scripts backend which are there. So this is map sources, like we can showcase the maps also. On maps also we can show our data. Suppose for USA this much of sales, for India this much of sales, for UK this much of sales of this particular company, and in this particular state of that particular country there is a dip in the sales. We can even show the sales like that. And so for that we need latitude and longitude values, so that we have to get from a third party organization. If any organization wants that kind of data, so they will take all the cautions how they can work on that particular data. And these are the folders where we can see. Now I told you, right, if we want any particular new folder, we can create a new folder here, so that there it will be reflected. And styles, if any styles you want, we can get that, and we can save here, so that it will be stored. And whatever workbooks, whatever I am working, it will save in the Tableau repository. So Tableau repository is where all our data, whatever modifications we are doing, that will be saved in Tableau repository. So this is what a Tableau repository is. And now if I go back to my window, so map, as I told you that we can use this is like how like what are the values which we'll be using. And map, or like maps, like we have, as I told you, like we'll be connecting to the WMS servers. There are WMS servers. In order to get the latitude and longitude values, we can connect to WMS servers. For that we have to install some applications in the backend, and then we will be installing this. Then we will connect to WMS servers. So geocoding, custom geocoding, what is that? I'll tell you in later classes. And format. Format as format everywhere. If I want to format any worksheet, any size changes of particular text, if I want to make it much colorful, any report much colorful, I want to give shading, borders, and lines, reference lines, annotations. What are annotations? So an annotation means like it will show, pop up like an arrow, and it will show. Like it's like an arrow representing, showing that particular window. It is like an arrow. So I'll tell you in later sessions. Title and caption. As show caption, we have also a title as well as a caption. Field labels. So like if you want to change font size, and if I want any shading, backend shading, for that we can do that. So legends, quick filters, and parameters is very important topic in Tableau. Using parameters, we can create very interactive and very useful charts for the users, so that the values will be changed dynamically, and we can use these parameters as a global value. I'll tell you. So if like default or modern, classic, what kind of theme a workbook you want to look like, so that we can change. If you want to select modern, so that it will change. Whatever changes we are doing, it will change accordingly. So these are the main important things, and this is very important. If you want to publish a workbook, you have to go to server and just click sign in on Tableau server, so that it will connect to the server. We have to give a username of that particular server, and we have to connect. We have to give a password, and then we will connect to the server, and we will publish our workbooks. And if you want to open any workbook from a particular server, just click on open workbook. If you want to publish, you have to Tableau public. So on morning I have discussed what is Tableau public. Open from web. So like if you want to open it, just click on that. It will open so that you can publish it. But you have to create an ID. So window. So it's a presentation mode. Like how we press F5 in a PowerPoint presentation. Here, if you want to just view how it looks like when I present my data, just click on this icon, presentation mode icon, or else press F7, or else go to the window and select presentation mode. So if I want to, mostly I'll be using this particular data. I'll be every time creating a pie chart. So I want to use that data. So for that, what I'll do, I will create this as a bookmark so that we can use that as a bookmark. And in future, we can create that as a bookmark and we can use that data, and we don't need to modify any data. It will be created as a bookmark. Like how we will use a web page and we will create a bookmark. In the same way, we can create bookmark in Tableau. So how the files will be saved and all, I'll start in the next session. So today, you just install your Tableau. It should not be too much dumb for you also. Today, you just check what is Tableau and how it is working. If you have any doubts, you can come up tomorrow so that we can carry forward for a long session tomorrow onwards. So, you have any doubts, Rajesh and Krishna?
No.
You don't have. So, is it too fast for you, or how are you feeling? Like, is that okay? Or
Yeah, it's fine.
it is fine, fine then. Please get one book and pen so that I'll give you an interview questions and answers. But still, if you write, I'll give you notes also. It's like very easy, but it should not. The things, we are human beings, we may forget things. So that's the reason it's good if you make a note of things, whatever we are practicing, and you can make a note of steps also, so that we can, like once you start practicing, if you are stuck anywhere, you can directly refer your notes and you can carry forward. So that's my main intention.
Okay.
So both of you maintain one single notebook or anything like that. Just maintain one notes from tomorrow onwards so that we can carry forward with the sessions.
Sure, ma'am.
Alright, fine then.
Yeah.
Is Jana Reddy there? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Jana Reddy garu.
I think he is not on the call.
He's not on the call. Fine then. Fine then. We will end the session today and we will catch up tomorrow at the same time, 8:30 p.m. 8:30 to maybe it will be little 5-10 minutes delay. Maybe in between 8:30 to 8:45 I will connect because I'm out of station currently. If I am traveling anywhere, so just 5-10 minutes delay, I will log in and I'll inform to the coordinator so that he will let you inform. Alright?
Okay.
Alright. Thank you and have a lovely day ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Hello? Hello? Hello?